Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Fallout 2. No skill points, no traits, no perks. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. Also, I'm sure you've realized this is a new VTuber model. Yay me. Um, well, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this. We already picked up a character. The problem is lockpick seems like a good tag skill, and small guns was a good tag skill, but I couldn't think of anything else. And without this, speech is literally -5, so I mean I can't even attempt do speech checks. So I guess I just went with speech because it's about the only thing I could think of that was slightly useful. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this.
Come in, chosen one. There are things you must know. The village is dying. The signs are everywhere. Withering crops. Dying Brahmin. Sick children. There is hope, however. A slim hope that few know of. The old discs speak of an item called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. It is said it can bring life to the wasteland.
This will be your quest.
This will be your quest, if you prove yourself worthy. For that proof, you must first journey to the Temple of Trials. If you survive, come back to me. We will talk more. Our life is in your hands, chosen one. Prove yourself. Find the Gek. Be our salvation.
Alright, well. Man, what the heck? There we go. We're gonna make a save here. I was gonna name that. Alright. I guess the good thing about the ants is they're extremely easy to beat. By the way, the rules is that I'm not allowed to use the skill points that I get, and I'm not allowed to take perks, and I wasn't allowed to pick traits at the beginning. But it does mean I can find NPCs that can train those skills, which there are very few of. And there's also some like punching bags in the game that increase unarmed skills. So stuff like that, or skill books like small guns and stuff. Super easy enemies at the start of the game. Super easy. And the only reason I'm really even fighting these things is that they give a decent amount of experience. Of course I've been poisoned. Why wouldn't I be? I guess also on the bright side is that the speech check will be available to me at the end. So they got like 10 health or something. Alright. Seems like this is pretty easy so far, which it obviously is. I mean, it's only the tutorial area, so it's not going to be too terribly difficult. This game ramps up the difficulty awfully fast, though. I'm just curious if these are worth any money. And okay. And then we'll move away through. Yep, healing powder. Yay. Okay, and then we move away 4. Thank you. And then we put these by the door. Yep, knew it was going to go off at some point. Take those. Away 4. It's really easy to cheese the early game enemies, but you know, after you get to a certain point, then it's not going to be as great. And of course I missed all those. Thank you for actually hitting something. I like how I found out that you could like skip, you can exit out of menus and stuff with a button press, but yet I'm still trying to just click the done button. Come on. Come on. Thank you. And that should be enough experience to level up. Greetings, Jackal Trade. I have the honor of being your final challenge. To continue in your quest, you must defeat me in unarmed combat. Shall we begin? I have some questions first. What would you like to know? Is this a fight to the death? No, my friend. You need only defeat me. When the time comes, we will end our battle. Alright. You say we are to fight unarmed. Yes, weapons tend to distance us from the battle and desensitize the effects of our actions against others. When you strike another human being with your bare fist, you both see and feel the pain you cause. Battle becomes very personal and all too real. Then this is an important lesson for you, Jack Oldtrait. I understand. Why do we have to fight? The path of the chosen is not an easy trail to walk, Jack Oldtrait. You will be faced with many challenges throughout your lifetime, and the most difficult of these will be dealing with your fellow man. There will come a time when diplomacy and tact will prove to be useless, and your hand must be raised instead. This challenge prepares you to face another human. Look him in the eyes and know that you may have to kill him. I disagree with you. I think that a peaceful solution to any problem is possible. You may be correct, Jack Oldtrait, but not in our current situation. You must defeat me to succeed in your trial. Look, I don't know all your strengths and weaknesses, and you don't know mine. Accidents do happen, so what if one of us inadvertently kills the other? Let's just end this now and take that chance, okay? I see your point. I wouldn't want to be responsible for killing you when all I meant to do was test your mettle. Very well, you may pass, Chosen One. Thanks, I'll see you back in the village. Bink! You've gone up a level, 600 experience points. 15 skills we cannot spend. And then we go over here and we repair the well. Pick up that shovel. Take the 100 coins in here. Thank you, Amorous. I'm sure I'll remember to return it. Not. Come on. Succeed. Yeah! Sweet. Succeeded first try. You see Jordan twirling his spear as usual. Chosen One, the way you use a spear, you'll be meat for the geckos in no time. I can show you a few tricks. Sure. This will take a while. You're a swift student. It looks like you learned all I can teach you. You feel a little better. And I took damage from the poison. Okay. That gives me 10 extra melee points. And maybe unarmed. I think it's just melee, though. Cousin, am I glad to see you? I need your help. What do you need help with? Smoke ran off into the hunting grounds and hasn't come back, and now Morris won't let me go and find him. She says it's too dangerous and he's just a dog. But I was going to go anyway, but now you're here and you could do it and I wouldn't get into trouble. Sure, but where are the hunting grounds? What'd you do? Get hit in the head with a rock? They're on the far side of Hakunin's tent, north of the village. I'll be back with him soon. Before you stands Hakunin, the village shaman. He appraises you with his crazy eyes from somewhere in the world only he inhabits.
Greetings, Chosen. Why does the earth before me warm to the touch of your passing?
I'm heading out. No. I've come to say goodbye. I'm leaving on my quest.
The earth sings with the news of a champion upon the land. Perhaps before you go, you would bestow a kindness?
Sure, what do you need?
The plants of dark soul have infested my garden again. Many seasons have touched my bones, and I am too frail for the fight which is eternal in nature. I ask that you be my champion.
I'd be honored.
May the gods bless your efforts, Chosen. May your aura grace my presence when the earth breathes clean again.
Goodbye. Maybe I should have asked for a heal first. Probably. Then we're going to wait till morning because if we don't, we have a accuracy penalty for being a knight. Yay. Yay, old RPG. I'm going to use a bit of a cheese here. And of course I miss every single hit. That's just how this works, man. Dance around the plant, man. Dance around the plant. Here we go around the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Then we gotta heal again. At least this morning. Wow. 48 hit chance is pretty crap. Why was it 40 and then now it's 54? I'm so confused. Come on. We're awfully close to beating the plant, I can tell. Yeah, I knew it. We're gonna go get smoke first before we come back and talk to Hakunin. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. It's all that came to mind when I heard his name. Hakuna Matata. These geckos have like unrealistically bad sight. I'm not really sure why. They just do. Someone said they just have really poor detection AI in these woods for some reason. I was like, fine with me. You know? I don't care. They can have all the bad eyesight that they want. Here's your dog, Nagor. You found Smoke. Thanks. Smoke, you're a bad dog. You're welcome. Goodbye. You gain 100 experience points. A lot of 100 experience points going on here.
You return the spirit of the dweller to the world and bring a smile to the soul of an old man in passing. For this, I give you powders of healing. Remember, they fog the mind as they cleanse the body.
Thank you.
And also, will I mix the Brock flower with the Xander root together whenever you bring both to me. May your pathways be true and your heart follow suit.
Where can I find these things?
Look to the north, Chosen, and the way will be open.
Okay, thanks.
Ah, Chosen.
I need healing. You are well. No lessons? No incomprehensible speeches? You sure you're okay?
Ah, Chosen. My garden is well. How is yours?
I'd like you to make some healing powder for me.
May this be of no use.
Okay, thanks. May this be of no use.
Congratulations, Chosen One. You have survived the Temple of Trials. Are you ready for your quest?
Of course.
Then take this flask. It is from the Holy Vault 13. trader in Klamath brought it to us. He may know where the vault is. You may also need some of what they call money. Here.
Is there any more that you can tell me?
What do you need?
How do I get to Klamath?
Klamath is to the east.
I'm ready. Goodbye.
Find Vic in Klamath. We are counting on you.
I would have asked about the temple, but seriously, it gets you basically nothing. Also, these headphones will not stay in my ears. These earphones I'm using are just impossible. They will not stay in my ears. Hello, Chosen One. Off to find the Gek? Yes, but I was wondering about your spear. It looks a little different. My father taught me how to make stronger blades than most. Give me a piece of flint and I'll fix your spear too. You'll need it in the wilderness. Where would I get some of the flint? They say your Aunt Morlis has been hoarding a piece. She's so ill-tempered I don't think anyone's asked her. Of course, the witch will want something in return. Thanks. Goodbye. And here's your flint. Did you talk your aunt out of her flint? Yes, I have some right here. It's a good piece. Give me your spear. Here you go. And now you put the piece like so. Okay. Here's your new spear. Thank you, my friend. This will help a lot. Yay. And now you have a sharpened spear. But we've literally done everything in the village that we can do. You see one of your aunts, you know, the one that never particularly liked you. And I know it sucks that my speech is like at 15, but at the same time, if I didn't, I wouldn't even be able to attempt a speech check. Because it's -5. So it'll never succeed. And, you know, we're not going to go on for too much longer. I'm just going to try to get myself a jacket for free here. Come on. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll make a save. And we got armor for free, baby. Alright, well, this seems like a good spot to end. I know it's kind of abrupt, but I don't want to get too involved in what's going on in Klamath. We might go down here real quick, and we'll go get the gun magazine that's down here. We'll get the gun magazine and we'll get our first firearm, but other than that, we probably won't be doing much else. Yep. And then that boosts our small guns up to 71, which is better than it was. It was at like 67, I want to say. It's like 67. And the first gun you get is a pipe rifle. It's not an amazing gun, but you know, it's a gun, so. We don't take the flasks. They're not worth anything in this game. They're worth stuff in the first game, but they're not worth anything in this one, so. It's kind of pointless to even to get one. But yeah, this seems like a good spot to end. And then we'll get started on the Klamath problems here in a minute. And thank you all for watching this episode. I hope it was enjoyable, and I hope that the next episodes will also be enjoyable. And I'll see you all in the next one. And if you have any questions, please ask. And I'll see you all later. Bye.